Hello, and what is going on, you guys? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Let's get ready to go round 3 for test season 1 of the 2022 exhibition series of the Gran Turismo World Series Nations Cup on Gran Turismo 7. So here we are again to be at Tsukuba Circuit for the third time to be part in the formation in 7 laps by using the Mazda Roadster S 4th generation ND model 2015. We'll be ready to get back on board again. So as always, since starting out in round 1 and 2 to be on the regular starting grid and a false start check will be featured by having 2 different types to be having a well example. For the third round, it's about to go on to be on a partly cloudy or having a weather forecast by any chances to be on the wet surface whenever we have to see some rain. But better make sure to be very careful because the road surface is going to be very challenging to be in the asphalt. Just gonna have to drive well and be respectful during the part of the competition whenever it depends on the weather condition is going to be moving around by the time condition according to the forecast. So let's go over to do some more practice in the third round by having a check onto the balance of performance regulation as always. So do your best. Take a lot of practice to be entered on session to be in the lobby, and we will make sure the final round will be doing different by having a same track, same class, and also to be well extended for the number of laps going up onto 10. If you're new to my YouTube channel, go and click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the session down below. Check out the links on the description if you really want to see more. Feel free to enjoy it anytime you want for the entertainment. Now it's time to get ready to start the race, and let's begin. Okay, you guys. The replay for round 3 in test season 1 of the 2022 exhibition series of the Gran Turismo World Series Nations Cup is about to go on to be in a partly cloudy condition at Tsukuba Circuit. 15 participant drivers in the same car with different livery and custom exterior parts will be settled in to be on a formation rolling start. First up in pole position number 1 is Caris. Second place in silver is Omori 240 is now ready to go. Third place in bronze, GT Racer is here. Fourth place, Apollo Cass is now putting up at the number 4 spot. Sapling is here in 5th place. Next up in position number 6 is putting up a dash letter onto the Mazda Roadster S ND model 2015 for an interesting Gran Turismo player. Onward to be on number 7 spot. 20X Dope is here to be entered onto a single section in the lobby. And here's Shred Rax in position number 8. Rooster Roy is here in position number 9. And next up in position number 10, myself in the UDRS Sportec livery of the same car of the Roadster S ND model 2015. Position number 11 is Super T/A is now raring to go before entered onto a different position at the start of the race. Next up in position number 12, TPC_Kaisen is here as well, along with ATK_Fast Ginger 1 in position number 14, and for the last place driver is 2Pitch. Alright, let's go and play the replay to have a nice wonderful formation to be on the rolling start. Cutscene will be going in and putting up the options. So let's make sure to display all and get everything to get the show on the road. So I hope this is going to be a very good, excellent race to be on the partly cloudy condition. But it also depends to see how the surfaces on the track to be on Tsukuba Circuit is going to be very challenging. Depends on the dry or wet to see whenever the rain will come. 3 seconds, and here we go. 7 laps around third round to be on the 2022 exhibition series and test season 1 of the Nations Cup is going underway. So let's go and see some best moments to be on the best part onto the third person view before entered switch over onto the hood cam. There's 20X Dope is now coming in onto position number 8. Catching up onto Sapling to be reached over onto the current turn before entered at hairpin number 2. Keep it up. Sportec is barely trying to keep a good steady effort to be on the high roll. Hairpin number 2 clear, and now we're about to be coming over onto sector number 2 before reaching up onto hairpin number 3. staying on track and putting up onto the braking zone without having a red line to be coming through. Excellent work. InSportTech has the opportunity to stay on track to be on a wet surface to have a slightly respond movements to be on track. But there it is right now. The wet surface on the asphalt is about to be coming in by a little bit amount of chance. So now here comes the out and out, and that makes lap number 1 clear. Chris is now takes the single lap in 1 minute 17.938 seconds to be moving on in lap number 2. There goes GT Racer is now currently in second place by overtake Apollo Cast to be dropped down and going up on to position number 3. Way to keep things up out there to see some good average GT players to be in the same car with different livery along with custom exterior parts to be putting up as an open entry car. Gonna have to pass through on to hairpin number 2. Keep it up. The course map is gonna be doing the same to be having a good moment out there on the 3rd round as a replay. But here comes Shed Wax is now going in to take the offense on UDRS InSportTech current position before entered hairpin number 3. Switching up onto second gear and going in at the inside of the apex to try to catch up onto 20x dope in about the exact range of the gap for only 2.5 seconds in a further chance to be on the range. So now we're about to be going in onto the out and out final corner to be in the Tsukuba track. Stay on track to be on the inside, don't get caught up on the outside. That might have the opportunity for the 10th place driver to be moving forwards. So here comes lap number 3, and we have 20x dope took the lap time to go faster in about 1 minute and 12.167 seconds. So I also spent hard efforts for only 3 race entries in a single section by tonight, so I'll have to make sure to have 2 times before the other one before at the final entry just barely took a single delay by interruption. But only this part of the segment is going to be my only last resort. So let's try to keep things up to be currently in position number 9. Come on, just gonna have to keep going. Pulling up onto the braking point at hairpin number 3. Shred Wax is now going forward to take the inside before UDRS InSportTech is barely tries to stay on the defense. We'll have to get closer in about a short range of the gap. So let's check again on the rear view. And there he is right now. Gonna have to get through. And here comes the out and out again at the final corner. Try to keep things smoothly in the inside. Deaccelerate and go re-accelerate. And oh man, looks like Shetwax barely made it in to overtake UDRS InSportTech to be dropped down on position number 10 before Shetwax entered in 9th place. Way to keep things up out there to see how InSportTech is pumping up by having an opponent was being overtaken. So let's get in there, you guys. I'm about to take on Shetwax before entering in to be in the middle of lap number 4. Just gonna have to see how Sector 1 is doing a quick OK check. Now coming in again at Sector 2. So let's check on over to be on the top 3 drivers during this part of the video replay. Looks like Omori 240 is now coming right back in onto 3rd place to catch up onto GT Racer in 2nd place. Chris is now doing a good job out there to be on the front lines in the lead. So looks like the 2nd and 3rd place driver is still going right at it for having a one-on-one battle for 2nd place. GT Racer versus Omori 240 will now going in to take lap number 5. 2 drivers are now going right in while Chris is passing through in hairpin number 1. Other drivers are still going at it, and that makes 20x Dope is now currently in position number 7 or 6. Depends on it to see how further it is to see how 2 roasters are now going right at it. But looks like 20x Dope is now entered in position number 7. Let's make sure to see how UDRS InSportTech is still barely tries to keep pushing up by its own limits by doing a boot camp. Sector 1 clear. Now gonna have to go right back again in Sector 2 to take the battle to catch up on the Shred Wax. Much impressive to have his own livery design and custom parts to be on the low wing spoiler. Gonna have to come right in. Hairpin number 3 is doing average performance. Pass on to be in the penalty line as a landmark. Straight away I go and build up the increased slipstream to be on the acceleration. Third gear going increase onto fourth. Out and out again onto the final turn and switch things down onto turn 3. Oh boy, looks like this cannot be good. It's Jesse Jam 21 just barely took a spin out before entered onto lap number 6. Only one more to go, you guys. This race is just about to be over, so we can probably have to beat the rain. Now it's also to be very much excellent to be part in the third round to be as a replay, you guys. So make sure just gonna have to see some best racing moments from the previous round in round 1 and 2 from the Nations Cup, along with the Manufacturers Cup as well. Just gonna have to stay on track. Keep coming closer towards Shedwack's current position. Pulling up the brake in hairpin number 3. Gonna have to do it. Nope. Shedwack's barely defended itself, and I'm about to stay right behind in 9th place. So it also comes down to this, you guys. Chris is now in the lead to be on the front lines before moving on to be in the final lap, and here it goes. This will be a final showdown for Omori 240 and GT Racer for doing the battle for 2nd place. It's going to get much closer out there for every American Gran Turismo players out there to be in the single lobby section as part of the replay. Omori 240 is barely tries to keep things up to get closer on to Chris in the lead and takes through on to hairpin number 2 to be coming closer in about a short range of the gap. Short straightaway is now moving on to be at the right corner turn. Stay at it. Omori 240 just barely tries to keep its ropes out there to overtake Chris to be in the lead. And there goes. Chris is now on the defense before entered onto hairpin number 3. And oh boy, looks like this is definitely not good for UDRS Insportec to go off the track and comes right back for the recovery. That was a relief close call, folks. That was a relief close call for Insportec before taking on in hairpin number 3. And here comes the final corner for the last stretch. Chris is now doing a last stand to have a rightful spot in position number 1 to be at the podium. And there it goes. Checker flag is now marked in check for Chris. Omori 240 wins in 2nd place for the battle with GT Racer. Excellent race and doing a successful job, well done to be as a main average. So now ended up in 10th place. Just like round 1 and 2 depends by the determination. But it was a very good, excellent, good race, you guys. GG. GG and very job well done to be on the 3rd round to beat the rain before the partly cloudy will stay the same. Now that's competition in about 9 minutes and over to be on the total time. I hope you did a good job out there in round 3 at Tsukuba Circuit to be on the afternoon partly cloudy condition between the dry or the rain. The dry is going to be doing much easier to see how faster we can go average, just like the clear weather condition from round 1 and 2. But also the rain is going to be very challenging for the 3rd round, so we have to be very careful, try not to go over aggressive. So just going to have to go passive and respectively during the rain weather condition for the 3rd round. So right now, it's about to go on at the end of test season 1. We'll be at the final race to be in the same track and a same 1 make category. We'll be going in for having a preview look. And there it is right now. After 3 rounds by having 7 laps, 1 more round is going to be taking on extended to do some semi-endurance. We'll be going in to be on 10 laps. Grid start with false start check will be doing in for having a feature along with some regulations and settings will do the same. Alright, so I hope one race is going to be putting up a replay will be included before at the end of round 3 until round 4 will be scheduled on March 28th 2022 at the end of test season 1, along with the manufacturer's cup on March 27, will be coming in by tomorrow. So I'll make sure I'll be ready to wrap this up because I have already used the 4-star roulette ticket. Which part should I receive, or a car, or a credit? Well, maybe I'll have to take a good look before I'm about to go over onto the garage. There's only one part right now will be compatible with the Ferrari F8 Tributo 2019. Titanium connecting rods and pistons. But yeah, I didn't have one Ferrari yet, but I'll make sure I'll have to get this one in the later future. But I'll make sure more cars will be collected, more currency credits will be needed to stack things up onto your current balance. I'll make sure I'll be ready to wrap this up before at the end. Thank you for watching on my video in Gran Turismo 7, folks. I hope you enjoyed. Just go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, and click the bell for notifications on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. And don't forget to follow me on any social media platforms like DeepNet Art, Instagram, GT Planet, Twitter, and more to see for my own image artwork like UDRS liveries, Total Drama fan art with car liveries, and more whenever you're welcome at any time. I'll be see you guys next time on Gran Turismo 7, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.